So we've seen the horizontal translation and the vertical translation, and also the horizontal and vertical compression or stretch. Let's summarize that on this slide. So when we do the function f of x times a of x, then we compress it or stretch it out in the vertical direction. But we have two options. The first part, a can be greater than 1, and the second, a is between 1 and 0. When a is greater than 1, then we are talking about the vertical stretch by factor a. So vertical stretch by factor a. When a is between 0 and 1, then we're talking about the vertical compression by a factor 1 over a. So vertical compression by factor 1 over a. Okay, so f of x, we can write that like a times f of x. Okay, let's also look to the horizontal compression or stretch. To have a horizontal compression or stretch, we have to do the x times a variable or a number. So let's do f of b of x. And now we have two options again. B can be greater than 1, or B is between 0 and 1. When B is greater than 1, then we are talking about the horizontal compression by factor B. So horizontal compression by factor B. And when B is between 0 and 1, then we are talking about the horizontal stretch by factor 1 over B. Okay, so we replace the x by b times x. And now we have the horizontal and the vertical stretch and compression in this function here. Okay, we've also seen the horizontal translation. To have a horizontal translation, we have to replace the x by x plus or minus a number. So let's do f of x plus c. And now we have two options again. C can be greater than 0, or C can be lower than 0. When C is greater than 0, then we are talking about the horizontal translation with C units to the left. So horizontal translation. So I'm gonna just write trans with C units to the left. And when C is lower than 0, then we are talking about the horizontal translation with C units to the right. So horizontal translation with C units to the right. Okay, so we have to replace the x by x plus c. So let's do that. X by x plus c. Okay, and then our last transformation that we've seen before is a vertical translation. To get a vertical translation, you have to do a number plus or minus, or your function plus or minus number. So let's do f of x plus d. So the d can be greater than 0 or the d can be lower than 0. When the d is greater than 0, then we're talking about a vertical translation with d units upwards. Vertical translation with d units upwards. Okay, and when d is lower than 0, then it's not moving upwards, but it's going to move downwards. So a vertical translation with d units downwards. Yep. For our function, we just have to add a d. So here you see the general transformation formula. We have all the parameters in it. And here you see the compression and stretch and the translations.